Well, hello there. I thought I'd cover a kind of funny article. It's very interesting to hear something like this, and I'll just kind of give a little bit of an opinion on what's being said here. I'll just jump right into the article right off the bat here. NVIDIA CEO says you should not talk bad about AI, saying that those fueling the doomer narrative are deeply conflicted people. Wow, there's a lot to unpack here, but let me break it down for you. Essentially, what this Joker's saying, this guy who's made tons and tons of money, he's sitting on top of a mountain of gold. If you can imagine a bunch of, rare reclusive dragons hoarding a bunch of gold, and he's sitting on top of all of it, controlling it all. That's this guy right here, okay? And so essentially what he says is if you're anti-AI, you're against the best interests of society. He does qualify it a bit. He says that the doomer narrative, which is this more sci-fi, everyone's going to essentially become slaves to the machine, nobody will have work, and it's going to be a dystopian future. That extreme narrative doesn't help. But then he actually ties that in with something that's a little bit more nefarious. You can kind of see what he's getting at. At first, you might think that that's a reasonable statement to make. Yeah, of course, the doomer narrative isn't exactly the most helpful narrative. It's the most extreme narrative. It might happen, but, like with anything that is extreme, the probabilities of extreme things happening generally aren't that great, depending on, well, in most cases, anyways. However, he goes into this, he goes into the idea government regulations. I think down here, government regulation somewhere. I can't remember where it is. Here we go. He argues that AI regulations ultimately hinder progress. So we've gone from the doomer narrative doesn't work to please don't regulate AI. Please don't slow us down. We need to have unhindered, unfettered, full speed progress. And then he goes on to say that even though there are people who thought that the industry was slowing down or who wanted to slow down the industry just 2 years ago, we solved a bunch of stuff. So what's his claim about stuff that they solved? Grounding, reasoning, research. I hate to break it to you, but you solved exactly none of those things. As an example, okay, mid-roll product placement for my website, enlightenedprogramming.com. Make sure you go on here and join it. $10 gives you access. I'll give you a username and password. If you tip for $10, you just click on this link. You can join the newsletter if you like. I'll be sending some out. I haven't sent out the first one yet, but I'm working on it. There's some blog posts, there's some public ones and some private ones. And then if you want to hire me for some work, I would, that'd be nice. You could hire me, do a little bit of programming work for you, clean up AI slop or whatever. Happy to do it. Or heck, anyways, doesn't matter. The point is that I've gone over this. So, wrong tab, Spiro. How about this one? Reasoning. So I've gone over scientific studies about reasoning, for example. Has reasoning been solved? And I have several. I have 14 pages, okay, 14 pages of reasoning, based articles on whether or not reasoning has been solved. And hot tip, it hasn't. It hasn't been solved. Here's an example. Okay, how about this one? I remember this one. I haven't covered this on stream yet, but here I am covering it on a video very briefly. Recitation over reasoning, how cutting edge language models can fail on elementary school level reasoning problems. But wait. And then if you read the abstract, DeepSeek R1, which is, by the way, a frontier model, can suffer 60% performance loss on elementary school level arithmetic and reasoning problems. I'm just going to zoom right in here and inject this straight into your eyeballs. 60% performance loss on elementary school level arithmetic and reasoning problems. And depending on which elementary school you're in which part of the world, that's not saying a heck of a lot. We're probably not talking about Chinese elementary school, okay? So, the bar's kind of high on that front, and we're probably not talking about that. And then we've solved reasoning. No, you have not. No one has solved reasoning. If it's true that you have solved reasoning, then you wouldn't be worried about what doomers are saying. You wouldn't be worried about it because solving reasoning with AI would mean that we would be living in a very different world right now where AI would be accomplishing very different things than it is currently accomplishing. An actual true to the definition solve for reasoning would be like we're not even talking about the same universe anymore. AI has completely blown away everybody's expectations, and like it's just I wouldn't even know what to make of it. I couldn't even come up with a scenario hypothetical scenario of what that world would look like. But we're certainly not in that world, so no. You haven't solved reasoning. What you have done though is you have taken the word reasoning, which is what a lot of these people do, and you've redefined it, and you go, oh, but I mean reasoning within the context of an AI system. Oh, well, that's a very convenient way to convince people by using words that draw upon anthropomorphic ideas and then say, aha, AI has achieved this. It's akin to human-like thinking. No, it's not. It simply isn't. But you would like to use those terms in order to make people believe that that's what's going on because it suits you. And that's why you talk about doomers, because they have an impact on your business. And so I would say as well, I guess, coup de grace to the whole thing. I don't even know if I'm saying that correctly. I'm not French. I'm Greek. Okay. So just, you'll have to forgive me. But the whole point here is that if this guy says that doomers are negatively impact AI, then how strong is your AI mountain of gold that a whole bunch of doomers are causing you enough problems that you have to talk about it? If your AI systems are so powerful and so advanced and you're just going to blast through whatever obstacles come your way because nothing can stop you, who the hell cares what doomers are saying? In any case, there you go. Thought that was interesting. I appreciate everybody watching. Make sure that you like and subscribe on your way out. Make sure you join enlightenedprogramming.com. You can do exactly what I just did on screen there and search all the articles and find all this information and all of that and a bunch of extra content that you won't find here. Everything's categorized and tagged, and all my videos are all on there. It's all easy for you to find. Go ahead and do that and support me so I can keep doing this. I appreciate it. Stay safe out there. Don't buy into the AI hype. It's all a bunch of BS, all right? Peace.